Most of the problem in life come because of two reasons. First, we act without thinking. Second is we keep thinking without acting. Very good morning, my dear students. My name is Kumar Gaurav. I hope you all are good at your home and you have done your all work of English. As I taught you yesterday, the role of noun. It was going on. The role of noun. I have taught you the role of noun. In the role of noun, I have already taught you the subject of the verb, object of the verb, and object of the preposition, complement of the verb. So in this way you have to study three more part of the role of noun. So we have to discuss today the role of noun in details. So today, before starting, I would like to know something from you. The role of nouns which I have already told you or taught you. You know, the role of noun means the function or relation. The function or relation, you can say that the function or relation of the noun will be in the sentence, that will be called, or we can say that the part which is played by noun in the sentence, that will be called the role of nouns. And we have already discussed about the subject of the verb and object of the verb and object of a preposition as well as complement of a verb. So today we have to discuss possessive noun, possession noun, you can say that, as well as you can say the nominative address or nominative of address, and case in opposition. So we have three left. Today we have to discuss it. Before starting this, we have some question I would like to ask to you. You have to give the response in your comment box, and I am going to write the question. Suppose the questions is first, Raj taught you how to speak English. Second, he caught a man from the corner side of his room. Third, I keep my book on the table. Fourth is, he is a trainer. Fifth is, the king called his all ministers. So students, we have some questions. Suppose Raj taught you how to speak English. You have to write it in your copy. And he caught a man from the corner side of his room. I keep my book on the table. He is a trainer. The king called his all ministers. So in this way you have to just find out the role of nouns in the following sentences. You have to write down it, and you have to give the answer in your comment box. I would like to see that. Okay, just note down it the question. I hope you have done it. So today we have to move the next part, that will be the role of noun. The role of noun, we are discussing about it. So today we will start from possessive noun. Possessive noun. Possessive noun. Today we have to discuss about the possessive noun. What is possessive noun? What is possessive noun? If a noun, you can say that if a noun shows possession, then it is called possessive noun. Possession means rightness, or you can say that relation. Possession means rightness, or you can say that relation. There are two types. The meaning of this, two way you can describe the possessive noun. So you can write down, if a noun shows possession, it is called possessive noun. You can write down it. If a noun shows possession, it is called possessive noun. So possession, we have to talk about possession. It has two meaning, rightness and relation. So we have to discuss here what is rightness and what is relation. When you can say that when there is a noun has a possession, that will be called possessive noun. As example, you can say that the king cat is mad. The king's cat is mad. So we have to focus here. The king's mad. The king's cat. Sorry. The king's cat. Here is the possession. The king's cat. This apostrophe shows the possession. Possession of noun. King is noun. Cat is noun. So here is the possession. The king's mad. The king's cat is mad. So we have to show rightness or relation. How can we identify here is the rightness or relation? You can say that simply in a way, that will be when there is living thing. When there is living thing, you can say that when possession has living thing, it will be called relation. But when possession has non-living thing, non-living, when possession has non-living thing, that will be called rightness. In this way you can find out what is rightness and what is relation in the sentence. So that will be called possessive noun. If there is noun, if the noun has possession, that will be called possessive. So you can make more example of this with the help of your book, and given exercises you have to do that and note down that. You have 2 minutes to write it. I hope you are getting my point. Yes, definitely. Very good. You all are good today. You are looking well. Just note down it. Okay, students. I hope you have done it. You have already understood about this possessive noun. So you have to make a proper note of this. So let's move to the next part of this. Next will be nominative of address. 6. Nominative of address. Today we have already studied possessive noun, and second we are going to study that is nominative of address. So what is nominative of address? Think about that. Suppose when you start to address anyone, suppose you are saying, Ram, do this work. Rahul, come here. You are just addressing by saying the name. You are just addressing by saying the name of the person. Person is noun and you are addressing him. You can say that if a person is addressed, then you can say that is separately is by placing a comma. You can say that Ram, come here. Rahul, go there. Do this work, Raju. In this way, you are just addressing him and separately by placing a comma. In this way, you can say that if there is addressed, if a noun is addressed, it will be called nominative of address. So you can write down, if a noun, a person is addressed and is separately placing by comma is called nominative of address. It is used by yourself. Generally you use it, you can say that whenever you speak to anyone, whenever you address anyone to do any work, that time it is nominative of address. You are using nominative of address. You can say that do this work, Rahul. You are saying do this work, Rahul. You are saying Rahul, do this work. Here is the person and you are expressing and addressing him. Here is the person, you are expressing, addressing him. It is called nominative of address. In this way you can find out the next role of noun. It is also role of noun, nominative of address. Speak English, Sonu. You are saying, speak English, Sonu. Or you can say that Sonu, speak English. Sonu, speak English. Sonu, speak the truth. Okay? In this way you can address anyone, that will be called nominative of address. I hope you understood it. Write down it. I hope you have done it. Now, last part of the noun means the role of noun. I am going to discuss about the last part of this. That will be, I told you yesterday, what is that? Case in opposition. Case in opposition. Today we have to discuss case in opposition. What is case in opposition? We have to discuss it. Case in opposition. You know, whenever you say that anyone, by saying the name and by just saying the position of him. Suppose you are saying Virat Kohli, the captain of India, is a good batsman. You can say that the captain of India is a good batsman. In this way you can express the Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli is a good batsman. You are saying two nouns expressing the same thing. Captain of India is Virat Kohli, or Virat Kohli is a good batsman. Means you are just expressing same thing, the two nouns there is. Okay, so you can write down, in this case two nouns express the same thing. When two nouns express the same thing is called case in opposition. Case in opposition. You can make example, Virat Kohli the captain of India is a good batsman. You know, Virat Kohli, the captain of India, is a good batsman. We can say that Virat Kohli is a good batsman, or the captain of India is a good batsman. We are just expressing two nouns in the same way. The thing is same, but there is two nouns. It is called case in opposition. It is called case in opposition. Means when two nouns express the same thing is called case in opposition. In this way, same thing you can say that Suppose you can take the any example, and you are saying that suppose you are the principal of your school, you are the head of your class. So you can say that Rahul, the head of class, is very naughty boy. Is very naughty boy. Means Rahul is head of boy. Is head of boy. Rahul is a head of boy, and you are saying that head of boy of this class is very naughty boy. You can also say that, but you are saying that Rahul, the head of boy of this class, is very naughty boy. Okay, so that time it will be case in opposition. So with the help of this example you can understand, and with the help of given exercise you can understand yourself. So you have to complete your notes. With the help of this, the role of noun is ended. You can make more example with the help of your exercises, but you have to make your own ideas. You have to think about that. As in the starting I told you, when we are facing the problem, that will be the two way. We are facing the problem, that will be the two way. The first reason, it will be we are thinking without acting, and second reason, we always keep thinking, or we always acting without thinking. So there are two reasons we have already followed, but now you have to follow your ideas. You have to make, when you are thinking, just do act. When you are acting, just do think. Just do that. If you do, you are following that, then you can say that you are just developing yourself. So in this way you have to make your proper notes, as well as you have to make a lot of practice with the help of your exercises. In this way you can find out yourself. You are just developing yourself, as well as you are finding out the way of solving anything, the way of getting anything. Okay students, the role of nouns we have finished already. In the next part, tomorrow we will discuss about the number of noun. The number of noun. The number of noun, your next chapter will be. So the number of noun, the meaning of number will be count. Here we have to discuss about the number of noun. Suppose one number and one plus, one more plus. When there is one number, that is called singular, and when there is more than one, that will be plural. So in this way we have to discuss about what is the rule of finding out number system in the noun, and we have to also find out that what is the noun of gender of noun after that. So we have two more topic about noun, and after that we have to move the next part, that will be pronoun. So I hope you understood the role of noun very well. What is noun, kinds of noun, and types of noun. I hope you have done it. So today that's end of your class. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Enjoy your session.